Since the lockdown was lifted, banks in Shanghai have faced a peak demand for cash business. It is reported that many banks have suspended their ATM service because they fear that money can become infected with viruses. As a result, customers queue in long lines in front of banks to withdraw their money. Some banks have as many as 200 or 300 customers per day. Consequently, banks have to mobilize more staff to support customer needs. A video circulated on the internet shows a man outside the CITIC Bank saying that people can't use ATMs to deposit money, since money is poisonous. He doesn't think money has a virus, but people's hearts do. Some Shanghai netizens complain that it takes an hour to wait in a queue at the gate. A bank allows only 6 people to enter at a time. Other banks are facing the same situation, such as China Postal Savings Bank, Shanghai Branch, or Shanghai Bank, Jiading Branch. The vast majority of queuing customers are elderly. The insider says that many older people do not have hard cards, but only passbooks. Although bank tools can read soft cards to process deposits and withdrawal, there is a quota limit, and the withdrawal can only be less than 20,000 yuan, or $3,000. Therefore, senior citizens must adopt window service to fulfill their needs. Regarding the reason for a long queue, a banking staff member says it is essentially the customer's living habits. Just like youngsters are fond of coffee and milk tea, after a prolonged lockdown, many young people will likely rush to stores, waiting in line for their favorite drink. Similarly, the elderly choose to queue simply because they need to meet their necessities of life. Almost all of their banking practice is related to sending regular deposits and withdrawing pensions.
Shalom, shalom. HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, to teach them well. Peace and salutations be to hopeful elect. Bella tells them, Gabar, coming at you, the quick lesson. Coming from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Alright, this is going to be going into these banks becoming very limited, shutting themselves down, and just giving these people a hard time to get their money. Alright. What's going to happen is that these countries are going to start moving towards their NWO. Alright. And, yeah, once that happens, man, once that happens, these nations are in trouble. These people are going to be in trouble, man, because what's getting ready to happen is a global currency shift. Okay. Let's grab it. It says, what will be the new world reserve currency? The new currency will be based on a basket of the currencies of the 5-nation bloc: the Chinese RMB, yuan, the Russian ruble, the Indian rupee, the Brazilian real, and the South African rand. All right. What will replace the dollar as gold currency? You can look these questions up on Google. They ain't gonna tell you the MOTB R480 microchip, but you can see kind of get a glimpse of what they're really trying to do. The currency wars are getting hot, and it's looking increasingly likely that the world is going to start moving away from the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency. Gold or Bitcoin are the front runners to replace it. Well, you just had a few videos come out where they said Bitcoin, it will be no more pretty soon, man. You know, the stocks are failing. Bitcoin's failing, man. Gold, they've been ruled out gold as a currency when the dollar came, man. So it's not going to be gold. All right, and looking at the way things are going, you can tell what it's going to be. All right, so let's grab this in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so the new global currency is going to be something that is inserted into your right hand or into your forehead. Okay? That no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So there you go. This is a physical mark. Because buying and selling is something that you have to physically do. You have to physically give money in order to physically get something in return. That's how you know the MOTB is not a spiritual thing. It's a literal thing. Because you can't purchase something in your mind and then take food home from the store. That will be stealing. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you get that MOTB, all right, inserted into your hand or in your forehead, you will be considered a worshiper of the beast. Okay, a worshiper of the beast system. All right. Let me grab you what will happen if you do. The repercussions that you must face after taking this thing. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Okay, without mixture. It's going to be poured out without mixture. So what is that without mixture? It's going to be without mixture of mercy. It's going to be straight judgment. All gas, no brakes. Okay? You're going to be looking for the Lord to spare you and have mercy upon you in those days, but you're going to have that damn thing radiating throughout your body from your hand or from your brain, and you're going to be looking crazy, man. You know? This Jabberwocky that people was just getting not too long ago was just buttering you up and fattening you up. Literally building infrastructures inside of your body to house the MOTB microchip, man. Okay? That's why you got people falling out from it, dying suddenly, you know, because infrastructure is being built inside of their bodies and it's cutting off circulation in certain parts of the bodies. And these people are dying from what they would call blood clots, but they were coming out saying these blood clots have no iron, zinc, you know, none of the minerals that the body that comes with the body. Okay, so that means that it's not a natural blood clot. It's not something that was formed from actual blood and inside the body. It's something that was injected into the body and ended up building inside of it, you know, which is the recompense of those that trusted in this devil and went to go get they want to go get that Jabberwocky, thinking that there was actually something going on when there was nothing. Okay, you were deceived. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWASHI. So you're going to taste the wrath of YAHAWASHI without mercy, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You're going to be tormented. You're going to be burning up while the Lord watches you, while the elect watches you in the chariots, while the angels watches you in the chariots. It's going to be a sight to see, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and who receiveth the mark of his name. All right, let me grab this as well. I need to grab the immediate repercussions of getting that MOTB. So the immediate repercussions of getting the MOTB is Revelation 16 verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. All right, so you're going to get cancer sores, man. You're going to get cancer sores. All right. These sores are going to come in, swoop in, and take you out the game so quick and easily, man. You know? be itching, you're going to be burning, you're going to be in pain. It's going to be hard to sleep because you're going to have sores all over your body. How you going to lay down when you got sores you got to lay on, you know? It's just like Job when he was laying on his sores. You know, he was in pain because he was laying on the sores in his body. You know? It's the same thing going to happen to you people, man, but it's going to be on a worse scale because the Lord's wrath is going to be against you. All right? But, maybe grab this and maybe close out with this. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 33, because we're going into, we're seeing these banks collapse. We're seeing a lot of banks close down and fail, and the people are in very long lines at these banks trying to take out their money. You know, people are becoming upset because they're not getting their money back. A lot of people may have money saved up that they're not giving them back, you know, and just they have no access to it anymore. It says, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 33, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. So the things we're seeing now, you got to understand something, that the time we're coming into is near. Jacob's trouble, the full-fledged hellfire, Jacob's trouble is near. It's even at the doors. You got all the signs before you, man. There's no denying it anymore. All right? So with that, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, and QADASH. Until next time, I do say Shalom.